let me just have 2 minutes each. We're wrapping up. So 2 minutes each. Rosemond.
Okay. I'm just quite unfolded by the fact that she said she didn't hear, the interventions of the government. And I'm struggling to comprehend because the hearing range...
That you've done nothing. You're not committed. You said state of emergency.
She had me outline so many points. And so I don't know if it has to do with the hearing range, issues of, her ears or... I don't know. Because I outlined so many things. I even spoke about how the fraudulent, almost 1,000 minor licenses that had been issued had been revoked. With 55 have been revoked. The rest are almost, being revoked. So many things, about 9, interventions.
She's saying that...
I think she's just being mischievous.
Okay, but she's saying that revocation of licenses is not necessarily a solution to the problem.
It's not a solution.
Call a state of emergency.
When you've given out fraudulent, when you're giving legitimacy to, something that is illegal.
Okay.
And you're saying it costs for nothing if we revoke it. Please, she should give us a break. Okay, she also said we are buying gold from Gold Board. And Gold Board, getting
buying
gold
from illegal miners.
Illegal miners. That is completely
Okay, she's not saying that exactly.
That is falsehood.
She's saying if you're not buying from illegal miners, let us know where you're buying it from. Because Gold Board is now indicating that it's going to establish the traceability, the traceability system to trace the source of gold.
When you're tracing something, you need to, have a comprehensive, understanding or how to analyze it. You don't just... Tracing requires a lot of, intelligence. And so it's a system. It takes time. It takes time. And so you don't just get up and say this, but you need to trace it. From point A, it moves to point B, point C, it moves to point D. And so once it has to, take place within a system, it will take time. And she should know better. Also, let me speak briefly about the turbidity levels of the water. Ordinarily, at most, it should be between 0 to 500. So the most should be 500. But we came to meet water turbidity levels from 5,000 to 12,000. And that is very dangerous. That is unforgivable. And that is the state they plunged us into. And let me also say this, that we are listening to people. We are taking the concerns. But MPP as a party, they don't have any moral right whatsoever to lecture us, to educate us, to even critique us. Okay. Because we are trying to undo the harm they did to our environment. Okay. So they shouldn't. They should just keep quiet.
Okay.
When we are say time is up, we are giving 2 minutes. When you are coming on the show, and you are giving notes, you also need to factor in that when you are giving lecture notes, you also have a responsibility as a student to do further research on what you're coming to communicate. And I think she should learn that. But at the end of the day, if you sat on one side and
did you give her lecture notes?
You sat on one side. They don't have any moral.
You sat on one side and you claim, even though you're on that side, you were telling them. And today, how many weeks have you been in MDC and you want to talk like the founder of the party? I have nothing to be worried about. I was with the previous administration and I'm still with my party. And
but that gives her more ground to speak against what she was with.
It gives her the ground of a snitch of someone who doesn't know how to
sit.
You're calling her
sit. You see, because if you were sitting there,
it is clearly personalized. Why would you say this?
But political parties are not.
Why would you say this?
You kept telling her. What are you saying?
No, but you can't. What are you saying? Political parties are not religious bodies.
You see how.
And so when something is wrong, you stay in.
How your boss, Dr. Randy, celebrated you over the weekend.
Okay.
May we all leave our bosses.
So what is the point? What is the point?
That they will celebrate us and have that confidence.
Okay.
You feel that Galamsey skipped to
Okay, we'll pause here and continue.